Hello there. After the fact, Leo here. This game was an interesting one because I was actually recording the entire thing live and I was talking throughout it, but I didn't pick up my mic, so I guess we got to start from scratch. This video is going to be showing a little bit how to do destroy 10 units wager, even if, well, you're not the best player. One of the ways you can do that, first, is just play ground RB, because you only need to take out 5 vehicles. It's actually times by 2 the amount of kills that you get. So destroy 10 units wager is destroy 5 units, and destroy 5 units wagers are destroy 3 units. It's rounded up, I'm sorry. Generally speaking, the battle rating that you choose is up to you, but for absolute, brain dead players who don't know how to, do anything, full lineup at 3.3 Russia will suffice, or 3.0 minor nations, because for some reason 3.0 as a minor nation gets top tier a lot as well, but not majors for some reason. I'll get something like a 30% top tier ratio when I'm playing Sweden 3.0, but only 10% when I'm playing America 3.0. So I don't understand why that is the case, but that is what I have found, at least. For Russia though, 3.3 is great, because when you are top tier, you're an absolute menace, because the T-34 is absolutely insane, and the IL-2 that you will have in your lineup is also insane. Yes, you don't need to use rank 3 tanks. You only need at least one rank 3 vehicle in your lineup, and you just need to click to battle on the top while you're actually in the game in your rank 3 vehicle, and then quickly cancel it, and you're done. I have the IL-2M for that reason, but generally anything will work. What was I gonna... There was something else I need to add to all of this. Yes, so if you are bottom tier, if you're in 4.3, that's alright. You can penetrate still most of the German tanks at 4.3 anyway, from the size especially. Overmatching is super easy. The only thing you need to worry about is KV-1Bs, but they're exceedingly rare, and KV-1Es will be on your side, and KV-1Es will just win the game for you. I remember trying to punch through this dude's gun shield with my machine gun. I have no idea why it wasn't working. I have this, I'm almost 100% on this, because I was in America earlier this year, and I was there for 3 months. I was able to really see how insane, ping is. I'm almost certain that when you're using autocannons, when you have something over 150 ping, half your rounds just aren't registering, and that kind of adds up here as well, because I'm playing in a European server. There was just no one playing in the US servers at this time, so I had to jump into a European server. But yeah, it was absolutely insane. When I was in the US, I was playing Sweden. I love playing Sweden. All the 40mm autocannons with darts did really well, super consistent. But while playing literally the exact same tanks in Australia, yeah, it just seems like half your rounds aren't registering for some reason. It's almost like it's protecting the servers from DDoSing. It's almost like a DDoS protection, but I don't understand. It's crazy though. I wish I wish autocannons were more consistent with ping. I do find that the T-34 though is pretty consistent in both its damage and penetration. Especially this one here, it will if you're top tier, you won't struggle to penetrate anything. The only things that will even provide a small challenge are things like Stews. The Stu 42, you'll see them from time to time. Dude does have quite a bit of armor. I was actually struggling to see who was shooting at me here, because I was getting shot from from the spawn, while also getting singled out by the plane. 100% that plane knew what he was doing too, because I'm probably the biggest threat in the entire game. Here's you watch me, I click the to battle there with the IL-2 and then click away before I actually spawn. Boom, I'm now magically rank 3, I know. You can use this to do your dailies, you can do this to do your challenges, you can use this to do your battle pass events, or whatever, literally whatever. And it works in naval and air arcade as well. I don't know why you would do it in air arcade. It just seems like it would be better. You'd be better off doing it almost anything else. I also think there's a lot of planes that are rank 3 and low BR, the Duck for example. They're all higher BR as well in arcade. So yeah, there'd be no point in you even doing that. This is where the battle gets interesting, by the way. This is where it starts getting real and just interesting. One thing I love about this battle rating, apart from that the players kind of being a little bit absent-minded, honestly, the players here are no different than the players that you see at 10.0. The only difference is that these guys haven't spent like $700. The actual reason I love playing this BR is that everyone here keeps spawning. You'll see this later on in the game as well. Even though the game has been going for like 10 minutes, you know, like just so many people are still in the game, still playing, and it allows you to rack up points. It means that there's less time spent in queue, less time loading up, less time changing lineup, less time like choosing your vehicle. It's just all pure gaming, and that's one of the main things when you're trying to get your event points, when you're trying to get your literally just anything. You want to maximize how much time you're actually in the game playing, and one of the ways you can do that is by playing BRs where people are still playing. I'm like at the point where I've, I'm kind of at a stalemate where I'm kind of forced to go up in BRs to effectively research. You will eventually hit that point. It'll take a long time, trust me. But like if you're playing all the nations, it'll take a long time. But yeah, one thing I found that is super crazy is I actually made a video on it where you can actually research like top tier tanks using low tier tanks without any research penalty. And actually, I'll link it at the end of the video. How about that? But yeah, it's incredibly powerful. I actually never encountered a Jurini before in the T-34, this version of it. So I was actually under the assumption that I could penetrate that thing. Clearly I can't. Good old volumetric there. Trying to get a shot through the concrete. But yeah, I have no idea how to penetrate this thing. I was like looking at it, I was like, maybe the lower glacis, right? And I was pretty much conceded to my death, but alas, my friends ended up saving me. The T-34 is absolutely insane as well. Like, as you can see here, I actually face my ass towards the Stug over there. Stug is really dangerous, especially that version of the Stug. So yeah, showing him my engine was entirely the right thing to do. That's one thing you got to keep in mind. Good old overmatching the side armor. It's absolutely insane. Russian guns are absolutely insane at penetrating angles. Huge bombing. I was actually worried that was going to kill me. But yeah, huge consideration, especially at these tiers. It's not exactly a consideration when you're facing like high tier darts, but at low tier, rounds really struggle to go through engines. So, oh my god, this poor guy. If you have the opportunity to show someone your engine, it's far more worth it. Even if your armor is weaker, you're far more likely to survive that shot, especially if you're definitely going to get shot. I don't recommend like reversing everywhere. Some tanks can do it. I mean, you've probably seen ISs do it. You've probably seen, I was going to say the Archer, but that's just the Archer. But yeah, just generally speaking, anything that has good reverse gears on it can do it. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend it just because, as I mentioned, I actually turned away from that guy there. I whiffed my shot there. You actually see, I saw him come up behind me, and what I had done was I had looked away from him, basically, instead of looking towards him to bait his shot to like, so he didn't hit my like flat turret armor on the side. He was actually a decent player too, because he slapped my gunner out. I was actually surprised. I didn't think the Panzer 38C could even pull that off. I noticed that a lot of friends were dying here from a Stug 3F, I believe. So I decided to kind of come around the corner here, make sure if I can see anyone. I think that was him there. Yep. Yeah, you've got to pay attention to time in these games. I think, yeah, I mentioned it before, but you always need to be looking at how much time you're spending in each place doing each thing. Now, because there are so many people right now, like in this location, I'm still here, but most of the time I'm usually always moving from objective to objective, because as you're clearing out people, your potential point pinatas are actually somewhere else. You've annihilated them, right? One thing I didn't even notice was that, one thing I didn't notice until this point, actually, was that I was actually racking up captures as well. Stu here, one of the few things that are actually kind of dangerous, but there is that little lip up there that you can penetrate. Works really well. But yeah, it's just crazy. I was getting a lot of cap points here as well because people just kept on decapping this location. It kind of gave me like a nice early warning system because I saw that Stu was decapping and I was able to take him out. Yeah, so many. Another thing, just at this BR, most vehicles are lightly armoured and AA are really dangerous, but T-34, absolute menace, can't be penned. Because I haven't lost my loader, I didn't really prioritise replacing my crew member because obviously the loader would be huge. I need to reload my gun as fast as possible. Yeah, it was just super weird. Like, even you can see there when I was shooting my machine gun at that M16, on the damage analysis, my machine gun wasn't actually showing any hits on the damage analysis until I did kill him. But as you can see, like, my first couple shots, like my first like 10-20 shots, were hitting him, it just wasn't showing up on the damage analysis. It's just, yeah, really inconsistent, especially with 300 ping. Poor Panzer II there. I'm pretty sure that was the Panzer 38 as well from earlier. Poor guy. He really should not have come. Maybe he thought he stood a chance after he took out one of my crew members, who knows. Yeah, but I didn't want to prioritize getting a new crew member because it's not exactly a big hassle. I can still reload just as quickly. Of course, the anime or the Ostwind serves him right. I drastically overestimated how far away that guy was, but still somehow magically got the ammo rack. Yeah, Russian rounds are fucking crazy, man. And over here, I do the same thing. I just shoot way over him. It's one of the... It's actually, at this moment, I think, was the moment when I realised, oh crap, I've only got one shot of APHE left. Yeah, definitely should bring less APBC and more APHE. I'm thinking maybe like 5 less of the APC and more. Yeah, just 5 more. Just switch out. Because yeah, sure, it's definitely useful. I think it's 88 mils a pen with the AP. And let's say if you're really struggling to kill like a Stug or something, or a Stu, you can definitely whip it out. This is very funny. Yeah, I love seeing flak panzers because you can literally just, yeah, you can use your machine gun. You can just, like, you see here actually, again, like I show my engine and I angle because I don't want him to shoot my flat side. I go straight for his driver, and then I start absolutely railing his crew. Professional 20. Oof. Yeah, 22. Yeah, I got 20 kills in this one life. That's pretty crazy. Well, I get more actually. I'm sure you guys have saw the thumbnail. 28 kills, absolutely insane. 26 in one life. That's not bad at all. Even for this tier, you don't get games like that very often at all. A lot of things have to go right. I'm surprised I didn't kill him in one shot. And I'm surprised I didn't kill the gunner of that man in one shot. You definitely find that if you get shot in real life by multiple 7.62 by 54Rs, you fucking die. But I guess War Thunder had a different opinion on that matter. Yeah, so I'm very lucky he bounced. He can definitely penetrate me easy. I only got 5 shots left of AP. Yeah, it's not looking good. I'm sweating here. I'm trying to think if it's better off if I go to C or B. I think I decide to just absolutely gap it to B. After railing that man's turret crew, figure that he would know better than to mess with me after that. And I just gap it. One of the best things about the T-34 is that it's well armored basically around the entire thing. Even the rear of the turret, you know, it's angled. It's really nice. Meanwhile, the rear of the engine is, yeah, just really well armored, especially if you angle it. It's just a pain. Like, all these, like, lower, like, 37s don't stand a chance. If you angle, the 37s can't do anything to you. Even from the rear, even from the sides, if you show them your corners, there's not much they can do. I think this whole time as well, yeah, here's the plane again. Here's the plane again. 100% the right option too. Yeah, if there was a dude going around like slapping like 20 dudes, yeah, that's actually a really good tip. Always have like a bomber or something in your lineup. I always suggest having a bomber or a ground strike aircraft with a fighter that can cast as well. Because half the time you lose matches is because there are 3 guys generally on the enemy team that are really good, and those 3 guys you need to kind of like realize like what they're in, what they're using, and where they are. And you can figure out where they are because you can, that you'll see them get a kill in the kill feed. You'll see where they were on, like, where your friendly died on the map. And then you can single them out. Bomb them, try and take them out. Do your best. Because if you can kind of single out the best like 3 players on the enemy team, usually the top 3 players on the enemy team are like half the fighting effectiveness of the enemy team. So yeah, as you can see, these guys 100% right call going for me because I am like, I mean, they're not doing the best, but yeah, 100% they're making the right call. I actually did end up getting my crew replaced because I had to get some ammunition at the point, so kind of works out. Game was basically ended at this point. I would have stayed for more ammo, but I just figured that at this point, like, I'd be lucky if I even get any more kills, because the game is just so, it's like in its end, right? 25 kills already is absolutely insane. It doesn't beat my record, my personal record that I recorded, that I have evidence of. I have another game where I got 30 kills, but I don't have. That was a long time ago. That was in the jumbo when it was 4-7. Yeah, the French jumbo when it was 4-7. It was crazy. So look at this. Oh, so close. If I was just a little to the left there, I would have whacked him. But yeah, 28 kills. My other maximum is, my maximum recorded is 28 kills. Also in a T-34, not this one though. It was the Chinese T-34. The one at 4.0, I think. Yeah, had a 4.0 light up. But that wasn't in one life. That was over the course of a game. I had plane kills amongst that. I played the P-51 as well. Like, this is definitely like. Oh yeah, the A7V, I saw that. I remember where the ammunition was, but I just kind of struggled to hit it. But this guy has absolutely no hope in hell. He has absolutely no hope in hell penetrating me, so yeah. I think he's only got like 5 to 10 mils of armor penetration, like, leeway, and he was just not going to hit. He was just not going to hit perfectly on my turret. Got old 222 here, give me a little bit of a tickle. Again, I don't even think he can even touch me, unless he was perfectly on my side. God damn. I love seeing people tank shots like that as well. The gunner there just took it like a champ. I was kind of secretly wishing that someone would decap a point too, so I could get like one more kill after this. 26 kills in one life is not bad at all. But yeah, I think that's the game done. Look at that, 28 and six caps. That's pretty crazy. It's kind of funny, even using a low tier non-premium. I got a lot of research for this game too, and was able to put a solid amount of that research straight into a top tier tank, because of the little trick. I've got a video on that on my channel about that. I think I was actually going to mention that. I'll chuck it in the end screen so you can see. But have a look at this: 28 kills, 23k research for modifications, which does actually get translated to vehicle research, and you'll see it here. And I'm getting the 2S, whatever the hell. I think I got best squad as well. I did. I remember I was checking. I got best squad, so I was able to get a stage for my special task. And look, I got 6,000 research that I can spend wherever I want. And I decided to spend it on the BVM, I think. That is really fun, by the way. I need to make a video on that. But yeah, Was considering BVM or the OSA. OSA's a lot, but it's a fun mobile. But yeah, I just want to show you guys how much I got towards the star as well. Look at this. That was one game. That was one game. 11,000 is insane. Even though it's low battle rating, it doesn't matter because it's realistic. So I think you still get like a 1.2 times, 1.3 or something like that. It's definitely worth it, and you can get your event done pretty damn quickly, and probably within an hour if you do this strat. Remember, guys, 3.3 Russia, and what was that one? That's one more thing. Subscribe.